I saw you standing by the champagne table, white lights falling softly on your hair. Same eyes that used to know me better, now looking at me like a stranger, trying to be polite. It's been years since we burned down all the dreams we built together. Funny how time changes everything, except the way my heart reacts to you. Then the band started playing that old song from my 20s, and suddenly the whole room disappeared, except you and me. So we had one last dance, like the nights before everything fell apart. Your hands still fit perfectly in mine, and that almost broke me again. Then you smiled and whispered softly, I'm happy now. And all I could do was nod while my chest felt like it caved in. You talked about your new apartment, your golden retriever and peaceful life. I pretended I was doing good too, like people do when the truth still hurts. But every spin beneath those wedding lights felt like stepping back through time, back to kitchen dances at midnight, before love became something we lost. Nobody tells you the hardest goodbye is seeing someone you still love become happy without you. So the song ended way too soon, and you slowly let go of my hand, like maybe this was life reminding us some stories only belong to the past. You walked back toward your future, and I stayed frozen in that moment, smiling like a man who healed while silently breaking all over again. LAX was crowded that morning, rolling suitcases and tired eyes everywhere. But somehow the whole airport disappeared the moment you started crying in my arms. Your flight to New York boarding soon, mine was just driving back home alone. Funny how two people can stand inches apart and already feel thousands of miles away. You kept saying, we'll make this work somehow, but your voice sounded more like heartbreak than hope. It was an LAX Terminal Goodbye, the kind both people pretend isn't final. We kissed slowly beneath fluorescent lights, while strangers walked around our ending. You said, call me when you get home, like home still meant the same thing for both of us. But deep down we already knew love was staying in California that day. I watched your plane disappear through the clouds until the sky looked empty again. Then sat alone inside my car for almost an hour without moving. Your coffee cup still in the passenger seat, lipstick stain fading on the lid. Proof that somebody can leave physically before your heart accepts they're gone. Long distance doesn't always break people immediately. Sometimes it slowly stretches love apart until memories become stronger than the relationship itself. Now every time I pass through LAX, I still look toward Terminal 6 instinctively, like part of me stays standing there, holding on to you for 1 second longer. And after all these years, airports still don't feel romantic anymore, because the last time I truly loved someone ended beside a departure gate. I came home around midnight, still wearing my office clothes. Dropped my keys beside the doorway and instantly knew something felt wrong. Half the living room was empty, pictures missing from the walls. The silence inside that apartment hit harder than any goodbye. No screaming, no dramatic ending, just quiet evidence that love was gone. The night she moved out, the apartment looked bigger somehow, like losing a creative space. Nothing else could feel again. Her toothbrush still sat beside mine in the bathroom by the sink, but she was already somewhere else, learning how to live without me. The closet door stayed half open, a few hangers swinging slowly, like even the room itself hadn't accepted she was gone yet. I found a note beside the coffee machine. I can't keep feeling alone next to someone. And God, I finally understood what she meant. Funny how people don't always leave suddenly. Sometimes they disappear emotionally first, long before the boxes ever leave the apartment. Now every room echoes differently, every light feels colder at night, and I still avoid sleeping on her side, like pain has physical boundaries. Cause the hardest part about the evening wasn't the thing she took away, it was realizing how long I'd already been losing her before that night. The day you said maybe we should end this, I just stood there quietly staring at you, thinking you'd come back in a few days, like you always did before. You were waiting for me to stop you, waiting for one last embrace. But my pride back then was bigger than my fear of losing you. I thought love that deep could never truly end. I never knew some goodbyes are final forever. Cried that much. I thought silence was harmless until I truly lost you. Then I learned some people leave forever the moment you stop trying to keep them. After the breakup, I finally remembered how sad your eyes looked that day. Not the eyes of someone who stopped loving, but someone exhausted from trying too long. Maybe you gave me too many chances, I just never realized it until the room became empty and our conversations disappeared forever. People usually regret, not because they love the wrong person, but because they stayed silent in the moment they should have fought to stay. If I had held you that day, maybe things would be different now. Maybe these sad songs wouldn't remind me of you anymore. But life never lets us return to fix the moments we wasted. So even today, I still ask myself every night, what if I had held you that day? After our fight that night, I thought we just needed time to cool down. So before I fell asleep, I texted, let's meet tomorrow and talk. The message showed seen, then nothing came after that. I waited through the whole next day, but your reply never arrived. I always believed someone still in love would never leave that easily, until every connection disappeared and I realized you had truly let go. The last message you never replied to still hurts me even now. I didn't even get the chance to say sorry before you walked out of my life. The next day I found out you moved somewhere far away, blocked every way for me to reach you, like we were never deeply in love before. Some people leave so quietly that you don't even get the chance to stop them. Now I reread our old conversations every late night before I sleep, and I finally see how much pain you had been hiding all along. Maybe you cried 1,000 times before deciding to disappear from my world, while I foolishly believed we still had plenty of tomorrows left. Growing up teaches you not everyone waits for you forever. Sometimes silence is the ending of an entire love story. I still keep your phone number, even though I know no one will answer now, because there's still someone in my heart I never properly apologized to. If someday you somehow read the words I never got to send, I just want you to know I was truly afraid of losing you. I just realized it too late, after you were already gone. There are nights I feel so exhausted, I just want someone to talk to. Out of habit I open my phone and search for your name first. Our old chat is still there, filled with messages I never deleted. I stare at the glowing screen for so long without knowing what I'm allowed to say anymore. I used to believe no matter what happened in life, you would always be the first person I turn to. But now I don't even have the right to text you anymore. The person I want to text the most doesn't belong to me anymore. So every sadness I carry is nowhere to go now. Some habits after heartbreak stay, even when they hurt deeply. Like every time life gets hard, I still instinctively search for you first, then suddenly remember we're nothing to each other anymore. I used to tell you everything about my day, from big moments to tiny little details. Now even one caring message feels impossibly distant. Some emptiness doesn't come from lacking someone beside you, it comes from missing the one person who once felt like your entire world. Oh, the hardest part after goodbye is life continuing forward, while the person you most want to share everything with can no longer be there. The person I want to text the most now belongs to another life, while I'm still trapped inside old habits and memories I haven't forgotten yet. And if someday you accidentally think wanted to run to you first. Back when we first fell in love, we didn't have much money at all, just cheap drinks and simple days. Yet somehow we were genuinely happy. I used to drive you through quiet streets at night, talking about our future with shining eyes. Back then we truly believed love alone could overcome everything. When life slowly became heavier, bills, work, and endless pressure, we both came home exhausted every day, with less softness left for each other. We truly loved each other once. No cheating, no betrayal, no sudden change. Life outside simply became too heavy, and love slowly turned tired. Sometimes relationships don't lose to another person, they lose to money, pressure, and adulthood. We still loved each other, we just no longer had strength to continue. Some arguments started over tiny things, but deep down it came from exhaustion. You became colder after terrible work days, and I was too tired to keep talking. Back then one hug fixed everything. Now both of us carry too many burdens. We never meant to hurt each other. Life just slowly wore our hearts down. The hardest part about growing up is realizing love can't survive on feelings alone. It also needs stability, responsibility, and enough strength to survive reality. We truly loved each other once. That's why goodbye hurts this much. Not because love disappeared, but because sometimes love alone isn't enough. And if we ever meet again someday, I hope you'll be happier than you were with me. And I hope you remember there was once someone who truly loved you through the hardest years of life. Back then we loved with all we had, in a tiny room chasing better days. I was stuck between unfinished dreams, while you were lost in fears of growing up. Every time we passed a wedding shop, you'd smile and talk about the future. I stayed silent and looked away, 'cause all I had were promises. We never stopped loving each other. Life just got too heavy to hold. Two young hearts full of pressure, not knowing how to save what we had. Maybe we were the right people at the wrong time. I wasn't strong enough to give you peace, and you weren't ready to walk through the storm. with me. And every fight became about money, about work, about dreams, about tomorrow. We hurt each other with words we never meant, until love was no longer enough to make us stay. Years later we met again by chance at the cafe where we used to sit. You look calmer than before, and I finally look like someone with direction. We talk like strangers with old memories, but our eyes still carried unfinished feelings. 'Cause deep inside both of us, there's still someone we never truly forgot. Some people are meant for each other, but life brings them together too early. So in the end, all that's left is regret instead of forever. If I met you later in life, when I was finally stable enough, and you were strong enough to understand my struggles, maybe we would have had a different ending. But you never give second chances. Now all we can do is look at each other quietly, carrying the most beautiful love we ever had, and walk past each other one more time. Because the saddest thing isn't loving someone, it's still loving them when they no longer belong to you anymore. You look different tonight, not older, just softer somehow. Like life finally taught us both the things we used to fight about. We sat across from each other laughing, like strangers with familiar souls. And for the first time in years, being around you didn't hurt immediately. Funny how maturity arrives right after love leaves. If we met later, maybe we would have lasted. Now we both know how to listen, how to stay instead of running away. You learned patience, I learned how to communicate, but timing has a cruel sense of humor. 'Cause we became perfect for each other after we stopped belonging together. You told me about your new apartment, I talked about therapy and slowing down. We smiled at the versions of ourselves that used to destroy what we loved. Back then we were too emotional, too afraid, too proud to bend. Now we finally understand love, but with different people beside us. Maybe some relationships exist not to last forever, but to teach two people how to love correctly. Later Back when I had nothing at all, you still stayed through every hard night. We ate cheap noodles instead of real meals, yet smiled because we had each other. You held me tightly on rainy nights while I chased unfinished dreams. When nobody believed I could make it, you were the only one who stayed. I threw myself into work like I couldn't stop, thinking success would fix everything later, believing I could repay your patience someday, forgetting you needed me in the present. When I finally had everything, you were no longer here beside me. The house I promised became real, but the girl I wanted inside, it was gone. I won against the whole world outside, but lost the woman who loved me most. Because while I was chasing success, you were lonely for far too long. I remember every time you said I miss you, and all I gave back was short replies. You never blamed me for being broke, you only felt me becoming distant. By the time I realized money couldn't hold you while you cried,